Did you see this, Grandma? They took off the Indian lady on there.
Mm-hmm.
They took off the Indian and kept the land.
So it took everyone 2 years to figure out that I was right.
Earlier today, I spoke with the family of Breonna Taylor. This morning, they were informed that the Justice Department has charged 4 current and former Louisville Metro Police Department officers with federal crimes related to Ms. Taylor's death.
The mayor of Louisville, Kentucky started a hit squad to harass people of color in poor neighborhoods. The house that Breonna Taylor was renting from was sitting in the middle of a gentrification project that the mayor's developer buddies need to get rid of before they could start construction. So after cops arrested an actual drug dealer 10 miles and 10 minutes after, they faked a search warrant to go harass Breonna Taylor.
Those alleged crimes include civil rights offenses, unlawful conspiracies, unconstitutional use of force, and obstruction offenses. We allege that the defendants knew their actions in falsifying the affidavit could create a dangerous situation.
Yeah, the dangerous situation was getting Breonna Taylor shot so the city could buy her house for $1. What, you thought I made that number up?
Without a lawful objective justifying the use of deadly force, defendant Hankerson traveled away from Ms. Taylor's doorway to the side of the building and fired 10 shots into Breonna Taylor's apartment through a bedroom window and a sliding glass door that were both covered with blinds and curtains.
Yeah, remember all those Blue Lives Matter people talking about, oh, Breonna Taylor's boyfriend shot 1 round first and then all the cops were returning fire. That's not what happened. 1 cop went to the side of the house and emptied a mag into a window. Yeah, you clowns are trying to be like, oh, the cops were scared for their lives, trying to give them qualified immunity when one dude literally went to the side of the house to do a hit job.
Don't talk to me.
Lord of the Rings light boxes. BTS. First stage sketches. Second stage cutting. I will then frame everything up and use LED light strips in the frames. What do you think of the final result? You can get these on my Etsy shop. The link is in my bio.
Okay, listen. If I could just have your undivided attention just for like 1 minute. This is going to be the most important thing that you see today, okay? Really, really appreciate your time and attention to this matter. I know it was very time sensitive. Just take an extra 10 minutes at lunch. Don't tell HR.
Y'all ain't gonna fuck with me after this, but what's new? The reason why women aren't rushing to the altar anymore is not because city girls are up by 10 or people just want to be outside. It's because of how embarrassing y'all make marriage look. There's more married men in my DMs than single men. What was the point? What was the point? For better or for worse means you get sick, baby, I got you. You lose your leg, honey, I got you. You lost your job, well, baby, you provided for this family for so long. Sit back, take a break, baby, I got it. Not you making a conscious decision to go fuck Felicia down the street. I didn't sign up for that. Now, before y'all attack me about what the hell I know about for better or for worse, I filed for divorce a couple years ago and my life would have never looked the way that it looked now had I kept that ring. Marriage means nothing if you're disrespected and neglected. Marriage means nothing if you're hated, berated, or degraded. It just doesn't. I'll be the first to say that it is a piece of paper if the person you're committed to is not committed to you. So if you feel like these modern women need to go back to being wives, we will once you start respecting yours. But until then, we're gonna be outside.
You know, it's funny. I think everybody thought that as a child. However, notice how active these guys are right now. Out and about, swimming all over the place. I know when they do this and everybody's out, they're hungry. And obviously the last thing you want to do is put your finger into an aquarium with hungry piranha. It's like this. You definitely don't want to do that, right? Well, I'm tricking them. They don't really view this as food. They can't taste it. So let's give them the opportunity. Now, just a disclaimer. This is probably incredibly dangerous for most people. With that said, I've been keeping fish for about 20 years. I already know what this outcome's going to be, but you might not, and you might not have the same outcome, so don't do this. This is a bag of homemade food that I make. Got all kinds of delicious seafood in there for them. Notice that it's got a bunch of water. That's how I defrost it. But it's full of delicious juices. Now, if I pour this in the tank and just give them a little sample of what they're gonna get, see the juices in there? They're gonna start to taste it and go wild. Now would be the worst time to put my hand in there, technically, because they already know there's food in there. They know the next thing that might drop in there is going to be food. Look, they're sticking together. They're waiting for somebody to find a piece of food so they can all just they're pack hunting. Look at them. Isn't that incredible? Like I said, this would be the worst time to put my hand in there, but I'll do it anyway. But again, I know the outcome. I think I know the outcome. Here it goes. Ah! I'll give them a whole hand. Come on, guys. They won't do anything. They don't associate my hand with food. They're not that desperate, even though it's been 3 days since their last meal. 3 days? Why haven't I fed them? I'm starving them to death. No, of course not. Fish don't eat every single day in the wild. They have dry spouts and all kinds of things. It's usually only during the wet season that they get plenty of food, and that's when they do their most breeding as well. What if I took a handful of their food and I put my hand in there and didn't release it? Oh, there goes a piece. This could cause problems. Still nothing. They know I'm their father. They love me and I love them. They won't attack me. The moral of the story here is that piranha are not the crazy fish that everybody makes them out to be. They will go after things that are releasing blood into the water, or they taste like it's food, or it looks like it's struggling or dying. They're more of a scavenger than anything, but they do have teeth to be able to rip flesh and turn your finger into a bone. Look, all the food is gone now. This tank, of course, will be getting more piranha. They will be getting more piranha once these guys grow up and are big enough to go in there. And then it's going to be absolutely insane.
Mr. President, is this unfair to people who paid their student loans or chose not to take out loans?
Is it fair to people who, in fact, do not own multi-billion-dollar businesses if they see one of these guys give them all a tax break? Is that fair? What do you think?
This is the reason why I'm living. This is why I'm breathing. This is why I'm getting oxygen in my lungs.
Touchy sit. Good boy. Ready? I have cheese. It's all gone, buddy.
Ready?